Hello everybody, this is the bandsaw. The first thing you want to make sure on the bandsaw is that you set the blade guard a 1/4 of an inch above the piece of wood that you are cutting. So you come like this, you want to make sure that you lower the blade guard so that it is about a 1/4 of an inch above the piece of wood that you're cutting.
Hey guys, we are talking about the bandsaw, and when you are making a cut on the bandsaw and you're cutting a piece of wood, doesn't matter if it's soft or hardwood, you never want to back out of the cut. So if you look at the board right now, I've started to cut at an angle, and if I am going in the wrong direction, I want to turn the machine off and wait for it to stop, and then I want to gently back my piece out, okay? I don't want to do that when the machine is turned on because it'll snap the blade or bend it.
Like we already talked about, when you're on the bandsaw, you want to make sure that you adjust the safety guard and then lock it in place.
All right, after you are done cutting, okay, and this machine is on, you need to do 2 things. First, you need to wait till the machine stops running, okay? Then you need to take the blade guard and you need to lower it down, okay? So that not much of the blade is shown.
Another thing to make sure on the bandsaw is that your fingers are always at least 2 inches away from the blade. If you're cutting a very small piece and your fingers are closer than that, you need to not cut this piece.
When you're cutting on this bandsaw, you never want to allow anyone to stand on the right side of the blade right here. The reason for that is if the blade breaks, it's going to come out this way and you could be hurt. Okay, so no one stands here.
If you're making sharp turns on the bandsaw, you have the potential to break the blade, so when you're making sharp turns, you want to first make relief cuts. That's what those little blue cuts were, and now I can very easily cut the rest of the piece.
Hey teacher, this machine is clicking or it's sparking, something is not right. I'm turning it off and I need to talk to you. Go.
On our bandsaw, the only adjustment that you guys can make is to the height of the blade guard. Once again, I'm talking about the blade guard. All of the other adjustments are forbidden. This one is forbidden, this one is forbidden. Don't touch them.
If you're cutting your wood on the bandsaw and it starts to bind, meaning the wood is pressing on the blade and it's making it really hard and it's like hard to hold, don't force the wood forward. Turn the machine off, wait for it to stop, okay, and then carefully back your blade out like this so that you don't snap the blade.
If you guys remember the cut that I made earlier, I cut on the outside of that line. The reason I did this is so that I can come over to the sanders later and get this to be exactly where I want it to be. If I cut the line off, the piece is not going to be the exact shape or size that I want it to be.